Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into the survival crafting games releasing on Steam this September. There's a lot to look forward to, so let's jump right in. The first standout release this September is Voyagers of Nera, a cooperative survival crafting adventure set in a magical ocean world. You play as an Echo, a descendant of Nera's lost protectors, tasked with sailing the seas, awakening forgotten spirits, and fending off deadly creatures that lurk both above and below the waves. You and up to 10 friends can build thriving island villages, craft weapons and tools, and dive into mysterious underwater biomes to uncover rare resources. The world is filled with fantastical locations, from coral cliffs that tower into the sky to archipelagos formed around the remains of ancient colossi. Each place holds lost spirits to rescue, and in return, they'll teach you recipes and magical abilities that strengthen your group survival. Whether you prefer building elaborate bases, crafting gear, or battling sea monsters, Voyagers of Nera offers freedom to play your role in the group while still pushing forward together. Next survival release this September, with a unique twist, is Necropolis Nights. Unlike your typical open-world sandbox, this one blends survival mechanics with card-based strategy. During the day, you'll gather resources, craft tools, hunt animals, and farm crops to build up your supplies. Every decision matters because once night falls, the undead emerge. That's when the game shifts into high tension. You'll need to defend yourself against different types of zombies, from slow shamblers to speedy threats, and even bizarre enemies that can disguise themselves. What makes Necropolis Night stand out is its evolving day-night cycle. Each new day resets the board with fresh resources, forcing you to rethink your strategy and prioritize what's most important for survival. Do you stock up on food, focus on crafting defenses, or take the risk of scavenging at night for rare rewards? With its mix of survival, crafting, and card-driven mechanics, Necropolis Nights delivers a survival experience that's as much about planning and adaptation as it is about fighting the undead. September also brings the first major expansion for Dune, Awakening, titled Lost Harvest. This DLC offers a complete standalone storyline, taking you across new areas of Arrakis while uncovering secrets buried deep in the desert. What begins as a rescue mission quickly escalates into a journey that puts you face to face with one of the Imperium's greatest threats. Along the way, you'll gain access to the Tread Wheel, a brand new land vehicle, and explore 3 expanded Imperial testing stations packed with loot, danger, and hidden lore. The DLC also adds new base building options, including Dune Man structures, decorations, armor and weapon skins, and even a thumper emote to make your mark on Arrakis. For players invested in Dune, Awakening, Lost Harvest expands the survival experience with fresh content and deeper immersion into the Dune universe. This September, we also have Lost Rift, a first-person survival extraction shooter that combines base building, crafting, and high-stakes expeditions. You begin stranded on the shores of a mysterious archipelago, where you'll gather resources, craft equipment, and build a base camp on your own personal PvE island. From cooking stations to modular fortresses, survival means creating a home that can withstand the elements and prepare you for what's next. But survival here doesn't stop at building. It's about risk and reward. Lost Rift challenges you to dive into dangerous PvE expeditions with up to 5 players, where you'll fight raiders, hunt for rare loot, and battle against both the environment and rival survivors. These expeditions are adrenaline-fueled, with limited time and everything on the line. Dynamic weather like hurricanes, lightning storms, and dense fog ensures no 2 adventures feel the same. Another big release this September is Dying Light: The Beast, the latest addition to the Dying Light series following the first 2 hits. If you enjoyed the parkour, zombie combat, and survival horror of the previous games, this new release takes those elements to the next level. You return to the zombie-infested Castor Woods as Kyle Crane, transformed into a half-human, half-beast after years of brutal experiments. To survive and seek revenge, you'll need to master both your human skills and monstrous powers. By day, scavenge, craft, and explore the open world. By night, face relentless undead that will test every ability you've gained. The game features vast, handcrafted environments, swamps, farmland, abandoned towns, and industrial ruins, all filled with loot, hazards, and secrets. You can also team up with up to 3 friends in co-op, sharing progress and surviving the horrors together. With its mix of open-world exploration, parkour, brutal combat, and survival horror, the game delivers a fresh and intense chapter for fans of the series, expanding on everything that made the first two games unforgettable. Here are what's offered in the pre-order bonus and deluxe edition. Next September release is Jump Space. This mission-based co-op PvE game puts you and up to 3 friends in the crew of a spaceship, seamlessly transitioning between piloting your ship, exploring on foot, and performing daring spacewalks. Survival in deep space requires teamwork, quick thinking, and careful resource management. As you explore handcrafted missions with random elements, you'll scavenge parts to upgrade and repair your ship, customize its defenses and attack systems, and adapt to ever-changing challenges. Every mission is different, and no 2 runs are ever the same. Whether you're fighting enemy vessels, putting out fires on the command deck, or jetpacking through zero gravity to sabotage targets, Jump Space lets you freely improvise and take on multiple roles with your crew. Solo adventurers can also enjoy the experience, but survival and success are always easier and more exciting with friends. With fluid transitions between exploration, combat, and ship management, Jump Space delivers a survival experience that's equal parts strategy, action, and co-op teamwork, set against the vast and dangerous backdrop of deep space. Next up is something for fans of survival horror. Cronos: The New Dawn puts a brutal twist on the genre, combining resource management, crafting, and time travel into one haunting experience. You play as a traveler in service of the collective, venturing through the ravaged wastelands of a post-apocalyptic future. But the real danger isn't just the ruined world. It's the nightmarish merging creatures that grow stronger if you don't burn their bodies after battle. Every decision matters. Miss a step, and your enemies will evolve into abominations that are far deadlier than before. Cronos blends retro-futurist technology with Eastern European brutalism to create a world that feels as eerie as it is dangerous. Using time rifts, you'll jump back into 1980s-era Poland during the onset of the Cataclysm, scavenging for resources and souls to survive. With every essence you harvest, you gain power, but at the cost of whispers, visions, and a creeping descent into madness. This is survival horror with teeth, scarce ammo, tactical combat, and a constant threat of enemies that refuse to stay dead. Next up, we have Shamania, an open-world survival craft game designed to play solo or with friends in co-op. At its core, survival is about building your base, gathering resources, and expanding your hub into a fully functional home. As you explore the vibrant sandbox world, you'll master professions like mining, herbalism, and fishing to unlock new tools, recipes, and crafting opportunities. Of course, danger is always lurking, and you'll need to fight enemies and overcome challenges to keep progressing. With extensive crafting, character progression, and cooperative gameplay, Shamania promises a dynamic survival experience where every step of the journey is shared. Those are the survival crafting titles with confirmed release dates this September. But that's not all. Several more games are slated for a 2025 Q3 launch, meaning they could arrive any time before the end of September. Let's take a look at games still planned for this quarter. If you're looking for survival with a medieval twist, Renown might be one of the most ambitious projects on the horizon. This is a large-scale multiplayer survival game where the open world is your battlefield. You'll start with basic survival tasks, gathering resources, farming the land, forging weapons, and constructing defenses, but survival is only the beginning. The heart of Renown is dominance. Build sprawling castles and fortresses, rally allies, and prepare for brutal sieges where only the strongest survive. Siege engines can crush enemy walls, while skill-based melee combat decides your fate in one-on-one duels. Every strike counts, and one wrong move could cost you everything. Customization is also a major focus. Whether you want to stand tall as an armored knight, blend into the battlefield as a robed monk, or design banners and emblems that strike fear into your enemies, you'll have plenty of ways to leave your mark to end this lawless world. There are no restrictions. Build anywhere, raid anyone, and take everything. Away from life throws you into survival after a helicopter crash leaves you stranded on remote islands with one goal: find your way home. But getting there won't be easy. You'll live as a castaway, hunting for food, crafting tools, and building shelter to withstand the dangers of both the land and the surrounding waters. Survival here isn't just about keeping yourself alive. It's about exploring every corner of the islands, uncovering secrets, and navigating the dangers that threaten you at every turn. The ocean plays just as big a role as the islands themselves. You'll dive beneath the waves in search of hidden resources, treasures, and mysteries lurking in the deep. On land, you'll fight to protect your shelter, expand your base, and craft the tools you'll need for the long road ahead. And while you can go it alone, Away from Life also supports co-op survival. Team up with other stranded players, share the workload, and increase your chances of making it home together. Isometria is a survival crafting adventure told through a 2.5D perspective. Enter a world that shifts with every playthrough, full of diverse biomes, dangerous creatures, and endless opportunities for discovery. Start small with only the most basic tools, then craft your way to greatness. From powerful weapons and sturdy armor to potions, jewelry, furniture, and trinkets, every item you create shapes both your survival and your home. With over 400 items to craft, the possibilities are nearly limitless. But the world won't give up its secrets easily. Battle slimes, goblins, skeletons, and fungos. Then face massive bosses whose powers you can claim as your own. Choose your style of combat, whether melee, ranged, or magical, and adapt to every encounter. Adventure across 9 unique biomes, from lush forests to eerie tombs and dark dungeons, each offering treasures to uncover and challenges to conquer. Build bases, expand your community, and help the locals take back their world one victory at a time. That's a look at the survival crafting games coming this September. If you enjoyed this video, consider like and subscribe. I will see you in the next video.